Today I want to talk about making your first videos on YouTube and how they need to be videos that you are going to really, really enjoy making and that you're going to find fun to make. Because if you don't find the first videos fun to make, then you are risking giving up making videos before you've even made your first 5 videos or even 10 videos. So let's talk about that. One of the things that I hear quite a lot is about niche, and people need to find a niche. And, you know, I've been there too, really trying to figure out what my niche is. Is it a saturated niche? Am I going to get drowned out in all the more experienced creators and all of that kind of stuff? So the answer to that is, yeah, there are heaps and heaps of channels around, but your voice isn't there yet. So the thing about that is, it is hard to learn more and more about video making. Like I'm just not going to sugarcoat it. It is the easiest thing in the world to hit record and to make a video, and that is where it is good to start. Because if you don't start there, you probably aren't going to get started, because there is just way too much noise about all the things that you can know before you start making videos and all that kind of thing. So it is really, really important to just press record and to get your first videos made. The whole thing about your niche and spending quite a bit of time thinking about what you're going to make videos on. I want you to ask yourself this question. If you have been thinking about making a YouTube channel for more than 6 months, and you've been thinking about what niche to make videos in and what niche you should be in, and you've been researching your niche and all of that, if you've been doing that for more than 6 months, I really, really put to you, ask yourself, really what more at this stage can you know before you give yourself permission and just let yourself make your first videos? Because I've done it myself. I've waited, and many of my friends, we've all waited. I don't know anyone, okay? Newsflash. I don't know anyone who just, was brave enough and courageous enough just to have a thought, yep, I want to make a YouTube channel, and that particular night. That was the first day they thought about it, and then that particular night they pressed record. I don't know anyone personally who's done that, but if you've done that or you know someone who has done that, please say in the comments, because I take my hat off to that person, because I think that is rare. The other thing too is that, it is hard. Once you get going on YouTube and you start realizing that, oh look, here's something I could improve. I could improve this bit, and here's something else I can improve. I can improve that bit. And then, you really, really want to find out how to improve that stuff. Of course you do, okay? Of course you do. And that means that you care, right? And the other thing too is that, you've moved from unconscious competence to conscious incompetence. You know a little bit more about, what you don't know. And then you go and learn that stuff, and then you apply that in your video making, and the next video and the next video, you're going to make better videos. So, and it's hard. It's actually, it's a fight. It is a fight. I've made probably, I've made a lot of videos now. I've made a lot of long form videos, and I've made a lot of short form videos. And, the frustration that I've felt trying to, learn a new editing technique, trying to, get a little bit better lighting, trying to talk better on camera, like how to actually, relate to one person. There's only one person watching every single time you make a video. There's one person. So you're talking to one person. There's a little tip there, actually. It's a fight. It's a fight. And I don't say that to put you off. I say that because I'm being honest. And that I'm looping back now is to say that is why don't overstress your niche. If you know what you want to make some videos about, if you know what you want to make one video about, just make that video. Plan the video, make the video. Enjoy seeing the cyclist. Is he still there? Oh, I thought I might have scared someone off. Make the video. Just get the video made. Do everything you can to have that first experience to be as fun as possible, because it isn't always fun. It isn't always fun in the moment. It is quite a fight. But you know what? Every time you learn something new, you take that thing on board and you're good for a while. You are good for a while. And as long as the person watching your videos, people who watch your videos, can see that there is, over time, an improvement in quality, because you wouldn't start making videos unless you were trying to help other people. And you wouldn't be starting to make videos too if you didn't want to do the very best job that you could do. So, you will really do the work to keep on improving your videos. You will. So make your first video about the thing that you've been dying. I'm sure you will have at least one video idea that you just know that you really, you know what you want your first video to be about. Make that video, publish that video, and be kind to yourself, because all of us, you've heard it so many times, you don't need me to tell you that we're all making bung videos at first. You've worked really, really hard to make the best video you can, and you think that your personality is coming across in the video, and you think that you might have pepped yourself up a little bit, or you might have listened to some music or done whatever you needed to do just to sort of get a bit of energy going before making your video. And then, you might be a little bit surprised that, you probably come across quite robotic in the first videos. And that's just a fact. You might not, and I hope that you don't, but if you do, you're in good company, because all the rest of us people out here who've been making videos, we're all doing, it's a rite of passage. It's a rite of passage making robotic first videos. And you know what? Every single time I go to film videos, I'm a bit wooden and I'm a bit robotic, and then I just sort of stop and I'll start again. I'll get a minute through or 30 seconds through or whatever, and I'll start again. And sometimes it's worse than other times, but no one is just bounding around with energy and, able to just get into, being able to, just have a little bit of extra energy so that hopefully your personality comes across in your videos straight away after you press record. So you're in really, really good company if your first videos are a little bit wooden. No one cares. No one cares. Okay? Yeah. Make your first videos about things that you really want to make videos about. Try and make it as fun as possible, and remember that so many people change their niche over time. They change the name of their channel, they change what they want to make videos about. You don't know what you don't know until you've started trying to make the videos. So The other thing too is I've been super enjoying quite raw, very no edited or lightly edited videos, and so yeah, I'm experimenting with that a little bit at the moment. I'm finding that quite freeing, and not because I don't have to do any editing, but just because I think there's a certain quality to just turning on the camera and just saying your thing, like just speaking what's on your mind and that kind of stuff. And the other thing too is I can see that Reva from Reva Reveals, she's been talking about making some no edited videos, and I'm just really enjoying that kind of video at the moment, I have to say. I think I've noticed that there's a couple of different styles of no edited videos as well. One of them is like this kind of video where, someone's just really speaking from the heart and just talking about what's on their mind and just sharing messages and trying to give some value. And I think that's got a lot of merit to it. And we've all seen the videos about the big swinging YouTubers talking about how, it's the whole kind of, it's the 2025 thing, 2024, 2025 thing. And I don't think it's going to be going away anytime soon. I've also seen it in a bit more of a planned kind of way, where I've seen, for example, I'm thinking about Ice Lang. He's got like 2 YouTube channels. I'll put his thing in the description anyway. But him, and I've seen quite a few other channels like that, where they are really experienced in their field, and they've got notes in front of them. They aren't, worried about being seen to check their notes. Their camera doesn't move. They've just got their camera set up and they're just talking, and they're just, very lightly to no edited videos. So 2 different styles. One is just speaking just completely off the top of your heart and your mind, and the other one is just where you've really kind of planned out a video, and so you've got your notes in front of you and you're just not afraid to refer to them and be seen referring to them. Like, this guy's got a pen in his hand and everything, and I'm like, I'm so relating to the guy. And you know what? This is the other thing. There are so many comments in these people's videos where people are just saying, I just so appreciate the quiet, calm, peaceful nature of your videos. I just love it. I love it. Like, really just quiet. Just no music in the background, no nothing. So that is what I had to share with you today. I hope that you have taken something from that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know in the comments if there was anything that resonated with you, or you've got a thought about something that I said, or you disagree with something that I said. I'm always up for hearing all the different points of view. And if you like the video, please like, and if you want to, you can subscribe if you want to. So cheers, and see you on the next video.